What does a business person or executive level professional actually do that really allows them to save time, something tangible, something real, but also elevates how they spend their time? Good morning, good life. Welcome back to AMYTV, where we come together to help you go after the life you want. It feels really good to just sit down and have a chatty video with you today. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I have a lot of thoughts and on a topic that we love around here, which is all about saving time. I'm very excited about this as well because I'm coming to you not just as your friend, Amy, but as an ambassador for the sponsor of this video, and that is our friends at NetSuite. I'm gonna tell you more about them later, but I have to start by saying I'm so excited to be partnering with them for this ambassadorship, and you're gonna be hearing a lot more about how they might be helpful to your business throughout my content in the future. Let's get right to it. There are so many tips for saving time, and we've talked about a lot of them here on this channel. But as many tips as there are, you kind of ask yourself, are these realistic? What does a business person or executive level professional actually do that really allows them to save time, something tangible, something real, but also elevates how they spend their time? Let's start with the low-hanging fruit. The first tip that I would absolutely say is probably top of the list for everyone is being unafraid to say no when something doesn't feel like a fit right off the bat. This may seem counterintuitive to surrounding yourself with people who might be bringing you ideas that are good, that you can take into consideration and continue to evolve a company. However, it's pretty often that that's not the case. And you're gonna get a lot of opportunities that you're like, sounds like an opportunity for someone else and it's just a requirement of my time. Or it might even be a meeting with somebody that is very important, but the meeting itself doesn't have to happen. These are the moments of friction that a really great professional that saves time is going to be able to say, let's not do that. Let's look at this another way. It's very easy to get a calendar invite for a meeting and just automatically accept because either it's a client or it's someone that needs to know something from you, or it's just something that we do by default. We need to look at everything that we're being asked when we're in such a high level position to be able to say, I can't just say yes to this unless I have more information. And I'm pretty sure my gut's gonna tell me whether or not this is going to be worth my time or my experience or what I have on my plate and the season of work that we're in right now. Is it urgent? Does it need to happen? When I say unafraid, it's really important that we go in on that because there's always going to be backlash. There's always going to be someone that says, well, we need a whole 1 hour meeting for this, or I really want you to be there. It means a lot to me. And those are challenging conversations to have. That's what I mean by being unafraid. They're unafraid to have that conversation because they know it's coming. It's human nature for somebody to try to influence you to do the thing that they're asking you to do. And you know what? Sometimes it works out. But most times being able to say like, nope, I've got a commitment, or no, that's just not a priority for me right now, is something that they not only are really used to saying, but they're used to saying it because they've practiced knowing that confrontation is coming and that it's okay that they let someone down every once in a while because they're gonna show up 120% in the areas that they have said yes, work or life related. My second tip that really great time-saving professionals will do is investing time in game-changing people. I want you to hear me say investing time because to me, it is a very intentional thing that you do that isn't spending time. We spend time all the time. We spend money on things that we kind of want, but we invest time and we invest money with a different hat on. So when we invest time on game-changing people, those people are the ones that are gonna help us get to a point of even more efficiency and continuing to help the business or this whatever task it is operate at the highest possible level with or without our hand in it. When you are building a business, you cannot go it alone. The best know that. The amateurs, and believe me, I have been an amateur for a lot of the years in business, the amateurs think they can do it all by themselves. And you know what? You can do a lot on your own. You can bootstrap to a very, very sophisticated level. However, you know that when you want to take something above and beyond, you're gonna need help. And the only way to get that help and get it to where you actually want it to be, to your vision, is to invest time with the people that are going to get there. So in other words, we're not just gonna hire an assistant. We're not just going to hire a social media manager. We're not just going to hire a video editor. We're going to hire them, and then we are going to invest time in nurturing how they are onboarded, how they are assigned the tasks that are at hand. What do you expect them to take to the next level? They can't do that without the vision and the mission of the company. You need to emulate that. You need to teach that. You need to spend that time. We still spend a lot of time in everyday business hours going back and forth between getting the work done and really investing in the growth in the company, and spending time teaching tasks so that we have standard operating procedures outlined and documented so that the team truly can take the ball and run with it without asking for permission all the time or asking for instructions all the time. You can't just expect that to happen like that. You've got to invest the time with those people if you want them to be the game changers for the business that you hope they will be. I've seen so many people screw this up, and I have been one of those people where you just think, I need to get this person in the position for the amount that we've budgeted, and they better be really good at it, and we'll put them to work. They'll wing it, they'll figure it out, they'll keep going. It doesn't work. You've got to, even if they know exactly how to do the thing, it is the least most important part. Being the right person for the job and making sure that they wear that hat every day in the way that we need them to, so they can be very proactive to take the ball, run with it, and then absolutely crush the game. And all of a sudden you're doing something else and you look back and go, oh my God, that was great. That takes nurturing, that takes time. Investing the time with game-changing people is how you get game-changing people in your business. My third time-saving tip is all in thanks to the sponsor of this episode of AMYTV. That is the lovely people at NetSuite. I am an ambassador for them, and I really advocate for them because there are so many game-changing businesses watching this video right now that are still doing things logistically, holding themselves back from being as good as they can be. Depending on the type of business that you're in, it might be really important for you to start understanding what the kind of buzzy words mean when they say automation at scale. How is that actually helpful to you? How does it apply to you? And what is the infrastructure that you need to take it to that level? We all love the words automation at scale. NetSuite actually provides solutions to help you make that happen. But if you don't have the right tools and the right partners helping you get there, you continue to hold yourself back and you continue to spend additional time on things that are not happening as efficiently for your business as they could be. We are absolutely going through a moment where businesses and organizations are changing in such a big way. There are so many obstacles, there are so many things to think about, and we have to continue to make the right decisions and not stay on the hamster wheel so we can weather the storm and grow as we go along. It's very tempting to just keep doing the thing and think if we just keep doing what we've always been doing, then we'll get through it because we know the result of what we get out of this. Except for we don't know that result. We don't know how the economy and business and consumers and all of these different elements of business change over time unless we have the right partners to keep us aware of that and make sure that we are optimizing to deliver for that landscape. One of the biggest things I think that every business can take from this, and certainly NetSuite will provide an amazing solution for, is unifying all of the areas of your business. Oftentimes our accounting and our logistics and our shipping and all these different things, payroll, they live in different lands and then they don't talk to each other. When you work with a solution like NetSuite, you have all of those things working together so efficient. And that's like the big word of the day, right? Like it's all about being efficient so we're not spending time unnecessarily in the long term where we don't need to. With NetSuite, you get the whole picture of your business. It's all in one place and it's accessible from anywhere. And I know we love the accessibility to go after the lives we want and access and run our businesses from anywhere. They're truly going to give you that ability to see possibility and opportunities for growth. Find out more details about NetSuite and how they can change the game for saving time in your business by automating at scale. There's a link in the description down below. My next tip is done by the best in the game. Okay, the best of the best know this, they get this, and they're thinking about this every 30 seconds when a new task comes across their desk, okay? That's assessing every task and looking at it against the uniqueness of their own skill set. So what does that actually mean? Every time something new pops up that needs to get done, people who have set themselves up for the most success and are investing their time wisely are going to make sure that that task is something that's really unique to them and only them based on what their value proposition and their skill set is. For me, when I look at this, I know that I am not doing what is extraordinary to me if I'm spending too much time in front of a computer, doing too much paperwork, or doing a lot of things that someone else could handle that is not unique to me. What is unique to me and where I know I'm spending my time wisely when I'm doing it is when I'm sitting in front of a camera, when I'm standing on stage speaking to an audience of people, when I'm in front of a microphone, when I'm having a one-on-one with my team. There's very specific things that are unique to me and the role that I play in my business. There are also things that are unique to me in the role that I play in my life. I know I'm investing my time when I'm at dinner focused on my husband. I know I'm investing my time wisely when I'm spending time with my family, not playing on my phone. There are specific things that are unique to me. My presence is 100% extraordinary in those situations. And maybe editing a video or doing some of the minutia isn't unique to me and could be better passed off to someone who is way better at it than me. We can't always do those things right off the bat. It takes time to get there. Tip number two, because we have to invest time in the game changers that are going to get us to that point. Bootstrapping up to a certain point is very important as well for certain businesses. But once you're at a level where you have revenue coming in, you've got the projections, you can see that you have money that can be applied to those people who can help you get there, you've got to let go of the things that, you know what? Would Richard Branson be doing this? Would Gary Vaynerchuk be doing this? Would Sarah Blakely be doing this? You go, what would they do? No, they would have a really excellent person in that position and they would stick to what they are best at, so that we don't have to worry about this whole conversation around work-life balance, because you know that no matter what they're spending their time on, it is exactly what they are best at. And speaking of work-life balance, that kind of leads into my last tip. The best of the best know, and it's not just out of being guilted by the people they love, but the family commitments happen because they make good on their promises. These commitments are upheld. They are never apologized for. They are simply respected because they are treated like every other very important thing that is on the calendar. And when we are spending the right time on the right things in our work, we can then go check out and spend the right things with the right time with the right people that we are even doing this for. The best of the best know that there's never enough time, but there's also plenty of time. You don't have to sit in a 60-minute meeting that could be 10 minutes or 5. You don't have to do this task because it's going to take you time to teach someone if you don't do it instead. You never get that task off your plate in order for you to get home for dinner on time. A lot of people say they want work-life balance, but what they're actually saying when they say that is that they want everyone to be happy. Bad news. You can't control whether or not everyone's happy Whether you have perfect work-life balance or not, PS, work-life balance doesn't exist. If you want perfect work-life balance, you have like a 0 of everything across the board. The end. That's your balance. Do you want a 0 across the board? Who wants that? It's never going to be perfect. You can control your own happiness. You can control what you're doing that is most meaningful for you. You may act like you're stuck. You may think that the situation you're in cannot change, and you are completely within control of that and need to stop lying to yourself. So if you want that balance, it's all about, are you enjoying where you're spending your time? Because if you're not, you got to make that change. If you want more time with family, what's got to give? What are you not doing to make good on the time you're investing that is making it unique to you? We don't think about that enough, and we just keep taking on more things. Be wise enough to know you'll never achieve work-life balance because you cannot control the happiness of others. And be proactive and professional in making sure that what you do on a regular basis is contributing to your own happiness and success. Those are just a few real talk ways that I have seen the best of the best, the people I look up to, the version of me that I look up to continue to get better, save real time in a way that continues to make the business and life very fruitful and successful. I hope that was helpful for you. I'd love to see any follow-up questions in the comment section down below. Thank you so much again to NetSuite for partnering with us at AMYTV. I'm so grateful to be an ambassador for them because I think they are changing businesses worldwide. And again, you can find out more details about them in the description down below. I know you're thinking, I don't know if I need NetSuite yet. And if you're that business, I hope you'll look into it because you might be surprised at yourself. That's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. As always, remember, subscribe for good vibes, kiss the ones you love, and go after the life you want. Cheers.